This is a WRAGGON Small camera bag. I was provided this bag for free to review. If you wanted to purchase it, it would cost you about $24. They have not paid me for my review, so my opinions remain my own. So you get the bag and an adjustable carry strap with these locking, rotating clip-on connectors. Now, it is billed as a small camera bag. They say room for one camera and one lens, and it has a Velcro divider that you can pick the location of. And so I have a couple of cameras we could test in here. So we kind of have an integrated all-in-one here, and so you could certainly fit that in there, put this guy kind of in the middle, have lots of extra room here for a phone, a power bank, whatever else you want to put in there. Now, slightly larger camera, actually body's about the same, but a slightly larger lens. So you could put that in there without the divider. You have to go sideways, something like that. There's open space at the top here. It's not really wiggling around too much, but so you could fit a body with a long lens like that in there. Generally, I expect what would happen in this situation is you would be traveling with maybe your kit lens installed. So you have the short lens on the camera body, and then if you want to bring a long lens with you, it would be separate. And so in that case, you would be making use of this center divider. And so there's plenty of room for this lens and the camera body in there. As a matter of fact, I'd probably put this divider a little farther over to one side to make this lens be a little tighter, something like that, and have extra room here. So that does leave this compartment kind of big, but it does have foam all the way around it. It says 15 millimeters of foam, and it does feel like there's a decent amount of foam around here. Now, we also have small accessory pockets on the side, and so this is something where you could fit a phone in here if you didn't want to have it in your pocket. It's kind of a tight fit for this particular phone, and this is not a super large phone, so you could fit a small phone, probably more likely camera, batteries, accessories there. There's also this pocket in the front, which is probably a little bit better for your larger phones. So something like this, you could, definitely put a phone in that. You could probably get, that power bank's a little tight there. So a smaller, shorter 10 amp hour power bank would fit in there just fine. My 20 amp hour power bank probably would need the front pocket or, someplace in here. So the two side pockets are essentially identical. You have the front pocket. There is padding between the front pocket and the inside. The front pocket itself has a little less padding. It does not have the foam in the front of the front pocket. There's a tiny little pocket here for documents or something small. So it has a decent number of smaller pockets for accessories. I don't think you'd have a problem with throwing a couple of filters or batteries or a little battery charger in here. It also has a mesh pocket in here, for random cables and flash cards and so forth. So, they say small camera bag, but this is actually a pretty decent sized bag for most cameras if you're not trying to take a lot with you. If you have multiple lenses, it might be an issue, but pretty much, any compact, crop sensor camera is going to fit in this guy here. The material looks pretty rigid, looks pretty water resistant, has a nice little carry handle on here. So at this price point, it seems like a pretty good option for a small camera bag. And obviously you don't have to use it for a camera. Anything that would fit in that bag, you could carry anything you wanted to have a padded bag around in it. But it's kind of designed as a camera bag. And so for wearing this kind of inch-wide strap is plenty comfortable. It's not very heavy at all. It's it is a relatively small bag as camera bags go. There's plenty of adjustability here. You can get this very low if you wanted to, and you can also get it much higher if you're going to be going just over the shoulder, for example. So it can go very high as well.